And here's why it matters. This country, you just heard a moment ago, your next lieutenant governor talk about the American dream. I don't know of any term that politicians use more than that one. But what is the American dream? The American dream is the freedom and the opportunity to achieve all your God-given potential. To be able to do with your life whatever it is fulfills you and gives it meaning. And beyond that, to leave your children better off than yourself. But today, millions of Americans and millions of people in Virginia feel like that's getting harder than ever before. There's a lot of reasons why they feel that way, but one of them is the impediments that are created by federal governmental action. And in the face of that, we need state leaders that will stand up to that and offer clear alternatives to that. And that's what you have an opportunity to do here. Now, there are a lot of impediments coming out of Washington, but none has been more onerous than what we have seen just in the last 3 weeks from the implementation of Obamacare. You know how bad it's going for Obamacare? I said this earlier, this has not been widely reported. Only 6 people signed up for it on the first day. And the problem with that is they had promised free steak knives to the 7th. But, so now what do we do, right? You want to know why it really is problematic? The president, my understanding, was here yesterday, talked about a lot of things, didn't talk about Obamacare. And there's a reason why, because it's now hurting real people. It's now having an impact on the lives of real people. And it's not just the website, by the way. I think at some point over the next 5 to 10 years, they'll figure that website out. This is about 15 million people that have already lost their health insurance. Let me ask you a question. Think about it this way. If Barack Obama had gone around telling people, we're going to pass this new health care law, and some of you, about 5 to 7% of you, are going to lose your coverage even if you're happy with it, would that law have passed? No. Of course not. People say, well, that's an unintended consequence. It was not an unintended consequence. It was an intended consequence. Because they want to wipe out the individual marketplace. You know why? Because that's the marketplace where people get to choose the health insurance they want at a price they can afford. And why is that important to this race? Because the person running for governor on the Democratic side not only supports Obamacare, he actually thinks it doesn't go far enough in the direction of government control. Because on his very ticket in this state, you have someone running for a legislative seat that believes that the government of Virginia should be punishing doctors who refuse to sign up for Medicare or Medicaid. This is an agenda about more government control over every aspect of our lives. And that has economic repercussions. You have a chance to speak on that. Virginians have a chance to speak on that. And you have a chance to elect someone that isn't just Obamacare, that isn't just against Obamacare, but someone who was one of the first voices in America to take it to court, to try to spare us from the pain that it's not now causing. He did it as your Attorney General. And in about 30 some odd hours, he'll be your next governor. Yeah! Ken Cuccinelli.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.